Welcome everyone to the Defense General part of the Galaxy Guide series, episode 7.1. We are focusing on defending, but we are also of course going to talk a little bit about the hands and such. I will give a quick summary of the guide series itself. It's a 20-part guide series analyzing the most prominent English Mahjong guides and there's a 20 part theory videos, and then it has practice videos on the side as well. We are moving quite nicely towards a painful hand, a green dragon pawn here on the right. I don't think they are tempai yet, but once they are tempai, we will be talking more about defending. We are currently one away here for the middle weight on the 5 of bamboo and the 5-8 of characters. And we have a floating down with the 3 of characters. If we do like a connector here, we have all simples and painful as well. The Torah is still unseen, and that is a nice upgrade. We can just go the 3 here. It might be hard to see, but it's 3 4 shape here with a loose 6. And then the 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 here. The G with the AK, 2 cores here with the middle tile discard. There are a lot of dots or circles shapes left here for the person here on the right. It is the most dangerous probably. Riichi Book 1 says that an open hand is ready when there are 3 sets open, or there are other conditions as well, but we are going to cut the one of thought is the more dangerous style, keeping a safe style here. This knight might actually deal in, but they are discarding the tiles from the wall, and Riichi Book 1 says that that's also a sign for a waiting hand, but the tiles don't look that useful to me, so it isn't like that they can use those tiles anyway, so I don't think they are waiting that. We have to defend here against the Riichi because they are tempeh. Let's sort our hand again, and the south is safe, and then we are one away here, so we can still fight here. If we get a waiting hand, because we also don't have safe tiles currently, so we have to fight a little. This east is safe. Oh, it's safe against the Riichi, that is. The person here on the left has changed up their hand, so it can actually deal in here. The 3 of thought pass, which is very nice. You can push the 3 of thought here. The person here on the right is clearly pushing because the 3 isn't safe. The 8 is Suchi here. The north is pretty safe here. You still have a fighting hand here. Now the 8 being... Wait, it's already kombucha actually, so it's... Right or not? Or like on the left that is, and also on the right. We have a tricky situation here because we are still one away and we have a dangerous style here in the 6. And they are also fighting here on the left. They push some dangerous styles like the 8 of thought, but it didn't seem like the most dangerous push ever, so I didn't necessarily put them on a waiting hand, but we are basically not going to push dangerous styles unless we are all waiting anyway. So that is fine. We got a red dragon here. If you watch my first video about 5 blocks, you can see we have 2 blocks here on the character suits. 1 or 2 blocks here, an east block, and then perhaps a Torah block, but now we are one away with 2 blocks here in the circles, waiting for the 6, and then the dual pawn weight with a 4 of dot here and the east. But if we can connect with the Torah, it would be very nice as well. I think we can skip the east here. It's kind of unusual to skip the value on our here, but 2000 points isn't that appealing here. Then we can get a very higher value with the Riichi, or we can connect to the Torah as well. In the worst case, the east can be our pair as well. The 7 of bamboo, probably one of the better draws. The 6 of thought, of course, would be a waiting hand here. I think we're just discarding this because we are one away. There's overlap between the 5 and the 8, but the good acceptance here is the 7 of bamboo. It's here one on the left, here one in the wall. It's the indicator. That also means that there are one fewer left. There's a Riichi across, and we are unfortunately forced to push here. We have a waiting hand, and he just says here the east is a very strong way, the 4 pin, only 1 tile left. It's really very much no, but the honor tiles are generally safe against Riichis, but they give away one more hand, the Rakuhai. East, the value on our east. If they deal in with the east, we have one more hand. So that is kind of the downside of pushing the east against the Riichi. This one of bamboo is Suchi. There are 3 8 shows here in the pond, making the 9 show 1 chance, or the 9 of bamboo 1 chance, I mean. There's the 9, it's 1 chance on the 8 of bamboo. But it deals into the Torah shape, which is kinda iffy. If you deal in with the 9, it kinda always deals into the Torah shape, giving them one more hand as well. Really wondering what the east is. I don't think they have it here on the left or on the right, because it's an easy discard against the Riichis, because it's one of the safer tiles for sure. It also doesn't usually deal into double room, into 2 players. Multiple people can win. So if 2 people have the same weight, there can be a double rune, 2 players winning. You're really betting on that the east comes out, but it hasn't come out. And there isn't that much safe anyway. This green second is live here on the right. Oh, it knows one shot actually. There's a third here on the left. The third green dragon. The 6, wait, what is half Suchi with a 9 of bamboo. And if it deals into dual bomb weight, I wouldn't have Riichi this hand here. It can get a mixed triple sequence, 3, 4, 5. It can get painful as well. You can pause and rewind the video if you want to have more time on that. But the hand has so many upgrades with a lot of value potential and a lot of acceptance that it's not a good Riichi across. It's really not. It won, but and that is like the only positive thing about that layer's hand, that it won. But it's not a good Riichi there. I will talk more about that during my Riichi video of this guide. Let's see if I can pull up other facts or other things of the guide video. We have to defend if we are 2 away or worse against an open or against a tempai hand. A waiting hand is either a Riichi or someone who has made 3 goals. But so far we are always 1 away, so we can still fight. We have a very weak hand here. This doesn't have value. And we don't have the East Torah, but we have to fight a little bit, especially as Steeler, because you pay half if they sumo. This means that you really don't want other people to win as well, and you have the dealer repeat as well if you win. The repeat is about 500 points, but I will talk about that in another episode. Probably the push-pull one. But what I can talk about is that we are probably not going to defend that here on the left. There is definitely a threat that they have Tora 3, the East Tora, and that they have the Red 5s as well. Well, a lot of value. But I don't put them on a waiting hand. That thing. I think we are slowly going to defend here because our hand is just too far away to do anything here actually. You can cut the entire upper character block here. The 7 just passed and they haven't changed their hand up because it's grayed out coming from the wall, meaning that they haven't changed their hand. But that is nice. We can cut 1-1 here. I like that. I think 1-1 and then you're still very far away from a winning hand, but we can't really defend well here on the left anyway. It might be a waiting hand here on the left, but I think we are still pushing this one, and then we have the upper character shoot here to defend later on. We don't know where the East are or where the Tora are. We are now 1 away. This is called a perfect 1 away. In Riichi Book 1, when you have a pair and 2 open weights, and then the extra tile here makes it perfect. Extra 7 of bamboo makes it a perfect save where you can call the 2 and the 7 for a waiting hand, and now with a 9-1 card with the 6 mantra we have all simple. So we actually have Raku. And we open and they will temper on this 7 for 200. It's 500 and we pay 1000. You have a very good hand here. There is a mixable sequence. Do you see it? We have a good painful hands here as well. We could keep the red dragon for safe area against the Riichi, but we don't have to consider defending that. Although you can, it is some consideration, of course, especially against the Riichi. But Riichi Mahjong strategy says that there's no need to consider defensive play early on. Early on is usually the first 6 discards anyway, so you just don't have to consider that at all. There is a West pair trope, it's really interesting. The West here is better than the East because of painful. We can have a West pair, a non-value honor pair, but we can't hold an East pair or a value honor pair for painful. So we kept the West for that reason. We are 1 away here. It's very wide. It's called headless. Head referring to the pair. It can also be called eyes, but I call it headless or without the head basically. We accept the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 of circles and the 1, 2, 3 and 4 of bamboo. And we have unfortunately we can't get the mixed simple sequence, but we can get all simples by discarding this one. We have Riichi, Tonra and 1 Tora here. It's 40 full on run and it's 30 on Shima basically. It's 340, run is 5200. On Shima it's 2000, 3900 or 7900 is the total value, and then if we hit Ura is 1 gun. Unfortunately, this 2 of characters would give us the mixed simple sequence potential on the 2d4, and this 2 of bamboo would upgrade the weight to 258 of BAMs, but of course after Riichi you can't change your weight anymore, so we are locked in. more comfortable than the first time for sure. We had to push a Tora Tau to be on a bad weight. If we didn't have all simples, we would be usually discarding the 5 of dot here for the 1-4 weight, because weights close to the outside have a higher win rate. The positive thing about this weight is that it can draw the AK 5 of circles, but it doesn't outweigh the win rate of the diagonal Tau, the one of dots that is. So you would always try to wait on the 1-4 instead of the 2-5 if the value is basically the same, even with AK Tora enabled. Unless you really need a value where you really need to spike the AK Tora, you usually go for the win rate. The 8 is not safe across. The players are on the right and on the left. Wait, on the left, this 6 of dot is also not safe actually. They might be fighting still. I wouldn't be too surprised if the person here on the left is actually waiting. I think the person across has decided to try to give up, but they don't have safe towers. I think that is the case across. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Perhaps they are waiting across as well. But I don't know on the left, because they have drawn a lot of safe towers. They did push a little bit, and they had the same weight basically. If we chose the other way, we likely would have won here on the left, but we wouldn't have all simple, so it wasn't really an option for us to go that way. We have a very weak hand here. We are probably going to do something unconventional here, so you don't have to really watch the hand. We are just basically giving up the hands from the start, and in the best case scenario we get an outside hand, we get some hand, but we are not really going for a hand right here. It's just a little bit too emotional here, I think, to really try to win the hand, so I'm not going to play the hands normally, which is usually the case. Like in 99% of the raw hands, you should just try to go full efficiency, but I just don't believe here actually. We might have a 7 pairs, we can have an all triplets perhaps if we get a red dragon or a west. We kinda need one more value town, and there's a Riichi, and do you see the safe towers here? We have 2 safe towers here. It's a one of Bamboo and the east here, they are both 100% safe, but now we have the person here on the left as well. We can discard the 2s here, but we can keep the 2 of characters against the player here on the left by discarding the most dangerous style against the player on the left. And if they chase later on, we have the east and we have 2 of characters for them here on the left. But now we are going to cut the 2 and the 2 in case the player on the right pushes. Then we have the east. The east is by far the safest style against the potential chasers. We have now also one Suchi town, and the red dragon is safe, and the one of dot is Suchi. It can deal into a pair weight shape known as a tanky, and it deals into a dual pawn weight. If they have a one of dot pair plus something else, the one of dot deals in as well. We are okay. There's a chase here on the left, and we kept the east here, and we have the red dragon, which is safer. But we kept the east for dot chase basically. So we have safe towers against the second Riichi. When you have multiple safe towers, always keep in mind that people can chase. It's about 17%, I think. In statistical Mahjong strategy, it says that about 17% chance that get someone chases, or the chase rate is 17%. It is another questionable Riichi here. There is a boost rate here, a burst rate. It's very weak. I think I would have not reached that at all as well. Pretty questionable. A lot of upgrades as well. The 2 of Thought is weak, but there's Torah acceptance. The 8 of Bamboo is weak. The West is kinda weak here, but I think it's going to be the best because we have all symbols for our Raku, and we can cut the edge weight here. That is really what I'm thinking about. So moving towards all symbols here, and this 8-9 shape doesn't provide us with much value. No painful, no thumbnail, no all symbols basically. There is potentially a 6-7-8 mixable sequence, but it's really not there. This one of thought is not that great here because of all symbols. We want all symbols and not the Torah. Well, there are now 2 pawns here, and it can be victory dragons, and that is definitely something that is that we want to avoid if we can, but for now we can't really dodge it. Anyway, we look in the Torah pair here. It's not efficient, but we are also trying to discard things that are dangerous right now here on the left early to be able to convert our hand later on. Because our hand can fight. Our hand can definitely fight. The 3 and the 2 bamboo cut makes me think they are not waiting yet. A safe cut usually doesn't. Okay, that white dragon is not coming out, I think. He could go 1-1, but the 1 of thought is pretty safe. Here with the 4 is Suchi, and they didn't pawn or see it. Of course they can't pawn it here on the left. But we are completely out on this white dragon. If we deal in with the white dragon and it has 3 pawns of dragons, it's going to be 32,000 points. And like this 7 is pretty dangerous because they have a half plus. Let's discard the saber style here on the left. We can keep the Torahs against the player across because they are still fighting across. I don't think the player here on the left has the white dragon, well, not a triplet of them, because they would go for efficiency with the 2 and the 3 of bamboo, and they don't need the whole niche, the half plus. They don't need the half plus, basically. If they had the white dragons, and we now have 2 of them, so we know that they don't have the Rakuman, but it doesn't mean that we can fight yet, or we can't fight. It's pretty likely that they are waiting on a white dragon, or that they try to get the small 3 dragons with a half plus for the Hanuman, but we are not dropping the white dragons here, and I don't think it's coming out. He can try to force a waiting hand, but it's probably too hard. That is really unfortunate. We already kind of defended here. We would have had 3 Torahs here, but now it's dead, so it's just being cut. I'm also defending against some potential bullshit here on the left, where they actually have offsuit wait with dragons, 2 white dragons, but I don't think that's the case, but I'm defending just in case. They have a white dragon pair and they have some other weight, but it's very unlikely anyway. I think we are just stopping another Torah here, and then we are just defending here against potential 12,000 points. I don't think anyone is waiting. Wait, this 8 of wait, perhaps here on the right they are waiting. Wait, this 8 of characters. is pretty safe. It's actually pretty safe, but it's not the safest start they have as well. Like it technically is pretty. It's facing never deals in though, but not the candidate. There's the white dragon here for the 12,000 points. Good. The white dragon is just never coming out. So almost better off going for the Mahjong now. Discarding white dragon than to go for the white dragon wait. Because it's just never coming out because of the Yakuman potential that you can have. From our perspective, they can't have it, but it's still pretty big. Here we have to defend. We don't have to defend, but we are not topping the white dragon, so we might as well start defending right here. There's an easy on the left, so we will defend very soon. Because we have data we really can't discard, and we have a horrible hand here, so we will. Oh, there's the white dragon, but our hand is still too bad here. So we are discarding the 4 here. We are just slimming down the hand. The help's going for 7 pairs. Can we fight? Perhaps we can make a hand, but it won't be terrible. But the Dora is at least out. That is really good for us. We are 1 away, but no value, which kinda sucks. If we kept the 4 of character here, we would have had an all simples hand here potentially, but now we just are pretty stuck here with no value, no good shapes, and now with an extra indicator as well, which is really not what we want because we can't really reach here with a bad shape, no value. There is the upgrade for all simples, and we have 3 concealed triplets potentially as well. If we draw the 6 and or the 8 ourselves, we have 3 concealed triplets. But we will be calling for a waiting hand here. And the person here on the left won already. It's 1 hand actually. I thought it was 40 full, but they don't have enough. They just have 30 flat. Just like exactly 30 without the round up. You're keeping some safety here basically. The 1 and the 4 have overlap. So it's a pretty easy discard. You can discard the west side here. We are aiming for a painful hand, so the honors are not really what we want anyway. We are discarding the 1 just in case. Well, just like it's slightly more dangerous against early Riichi is also the indicator next to the Dora. All dragons are 1 shot. What you should note here is that the person here on the left has got an east, their seed win first, probably meaning that they have a very strong hand, because that is our seed wind, and the only one who can lose that is the east player. So they don't have any honors, or they can have a pair or triplet, but they don't have a single honor there on the left, because they would have kept it. I think we are discarding. We are discarding the south actually. This 1 of character can still have some use in some extreme cases, but I think we are dropping it right here. If we get like a 36 of character here, we can move towards all simples. I'm eyeing the mixed triple sequence as well, if you can spot that. We have 2 different ones actually. This pair card usually indicates that they are 1 away. We'll be focusing on hand reading in episodes 19 and 20 way more, but it's something that you should look out for. A pair drop, a block drop, and we are just 1 away. I think we are just cutting the 6 here. We are not trying to get the upgrade here for the mixable sequence with the 3 of character or the 6. We are keeping a safer tile here. There's a goal here on the left with 1 Agatora. I do think they have a Mahjong hand here. The Dora is very accessible, and it's also do an open weight goal. I think we are just looking in the Agatora here with the 4 cards. The acceptance isn't great because the 1 of bamboo is dead, so it's only 2 more tiles, and the 4 of dot is not great acceptance. We have a 1-card red dragon here against the Riichi. And by the way, here's the 4-5 cards for 1 away, and then they drop the rest for tempo basically. I didn't point it out. The 8 is safe, but we should put the 8 first. The 4-5 cards come from in the hand. The 1-1 came first, and then another card is just 1 away and then waiting there on the west. This 6 of dot is what we need. The 5 of bamboo is 3 times seen. This makes almost every bamboo hanchan in our hands. No matter what we throw for our waiting hand, we are always waiting on safe tile. Here we throw a very dangerous 5, and the red dragon isn't 100% safe. It is pretty safe, but we are not taking the risk here. We are dropping the 1-1. It should see with this 4 of bamboo, and it's the 3rd and 4th 1. It only deals into 13 orphans. It's basically 100% safe. There is a 7 here on the right, and we should, because we are not winning the hand, we should cut the 7 of bamboo. If the player on the left didn't change up their hand, they changed their hand. We can actually call this for 1 away, and the red dragon is good enough to push if we are waiting. But there's unfortunately we shifted the tile here to the right to let them small. But it is what it is. I think the chances to get a waiting hand there were definitely there for us. We have a strong hand here. We have the East Honor pair here, the value Honor with 2 Toras. These are pretty much fixed. We are dropping this for efficiency. Here we have too many blocks. Or like we have 5 blocks with 2 floaters, I guess. But the shapes aren't that great. So we are looking for 1 block in the circles, and to replace the 2 and the 4 of characters, we will be calling the 8 of characters here and the East. It's not really a problem. The pair up is very nice. We needed another pair. Now we actually have 6 blocks. But that is not really an issue here. That is a nice upgrade. We actually, like, if the East were like useless wins or something, we have an all simples hand here potentially as well. We are not really willing to call anything yet, but we will probably speed up our hand for 5,800. It's the East Torah too. With a call here on the left, we are expecting that they have a lot of characters here, so we should be able to call the 369 of PAMs. Okay, they don't. We are cutting the 5 of top pair because it's very likely that we pair open out of bamboo tile, and then we have a good 2 pair shape. We have this is middle sushi. It's also Riichi sushi, but it's good enough. It's with a Dora here, so it shouldn't be dealing into a 3-5 shape. It's really unfortunate that we have a 5 of dot here, which is very dangerous here against the Riichi. But we have to push it, basically, especially when we are waiting, and luckily it passed. But that is like the thing about the 5 of dot card. Sometimes, especially when there's a Riichi, you just have to push the second one right after. But I didn't think they were waiting, or they didn't show any speed yet. But we have a comfortable hand here with a two-sided weight and open weight for 12,000 points. Riichi is 2 Tora. We can't con anymore because the last East is out. Almost. I almost wanted to run that, but luckily the game doesn't allow you to go run on tiles that you can't win on. You see 3 of 3 dots here, so the 1 and 2 of dots here are one chance. The 2 of dots is one chance. The 1 is just a safe tile here against 2 Riichis. But the 2 of dots is one chance against 2 Riichis. It's also Shuchi. It would be massive if we could win this, of course. It's 12,000 on our Tiro. This is Riichi Shuchi and it deals actually into the other player. Another horrible. No, the Riichi is fine there, but. I don't know why they discarded 9 into 7 of characters because they could have an 8 of character weight. You're looking down at perhaps a painful hand, mixed triple sequence possibility here at the lower end. The 9 of bamboo just isn't the type that we want here. It's pretty useless. You can keep the green second as safe tile, but it's everything is pretty useless. You don't even want to pair up the south here. It's kinda too cheap, but we don't have that. We have a lot of pretty useless tiles here, which is really unfortunate. It's not the tile that really helps, but it's good enough for now, for sure. It's the Tora as well. We have still a lot of chunk to go to. We have kinda full shapes here with 2 floaters here in the circles. You can call the character shape 2 blocks. The bamboo block is 1 block, and there's a Riichi here, and we have to defend a little. We can't blindly push everything here, unfortunately, but we can fight later on. We have a good hand that can fight here. Although it's 2 away, we have plenty of safety if we push. So we are still pushing everything, and then we will consider, are we 2 away with safe tiles, and then we will decide if we are going to give up the hand fully or not. The E's are now safe. I'm looking for an open or simples hand here with 1 Tora, with the AK Tora here. The 5 here is now 1 chance. You can actually call it. It's actually not really a 5 spot that you would push into 2 Riichis, but we are last here. We have the 3 of dots here, which is completely safe. We have the 1 chance here on the 4 as well, and we made them see we cheat and they zoom out here again. Sometimes the game sucks, and they had the last 5 here, by the way. And we are down 1000 points here, so we are just rushing 1000 points here. We need Mangan to get second, but it's just not going to happen, basically. So we just need any hand here, and when you need any hand, it's usually going to be really degenerate, but let's see what we can get here. It will be an all simples hand, so we are discarding the honors. The person across opens is actually not a problem. We are going to open, allowing the person here on the left to feed our hand, basically. It's not that is usually not a cheat that you want to go for, but just opening here means that the player here on the left knows that you can accept tiles, and they will likely feed my hand to tonight the Tiro repeat, and they can protect first here because it's really unlikely that I have more than 8,000 points, or it's 10,000 points difference, so it's really unlikely that I actually have enough to uh, to to endanger them basically, so they will try to give me tiles for sure. So our hand looks very weak, but we have to win, or we can let the person across win as well, but yeah, this kind of get 9 here. We need all simple, so we can't hold the diagonal tiles anyway. I really expect the player here on the left to feed me tiles, but like I don't know where they got the rest. Perhaps they are defending here across, but it just doesn't seem to be a normal hand across with this 5 of character cut. It just doesn't seem like that it's really worth defending against this hand for them. But because if they had the 7 of character pair, they would definitely keep the 5 of characters for the floater down. Actually going for the hand on the left, which is not ideal. It's really not ideal. Because if the person on the left wins, we are lost basically. Our 5-8 of bamboo is completely toast. It's really bad. AC3 5s, AC3 8s. I think we are going to, like, we can't give up basically, but it's almost bad enough where I would say perhaps we can let the Tilo win. Yeah, I think we are actually giving up the hand and praying that the person here on the right deals in basically, because it's just not going to happen here. Winning is so hard here. Oh my god, we're actually progressing our hand very nicely. Our progression is actually there, but I'm betting on the person across is waiting. So we don't have to win. The 5-8 of bamboo is basically dead now. There's only 1-8 left, so we don't. We have to top the right. Okay, it passed. Very good for us. We kind of lose out on the 3 and the 2 here, but it is what it is. We are 1 away here, and we can actually get second. If we sumo and we have an extra Tora here, we can actually make it happen. So we are definitely okay. There's the extra Tora, and we have now enough. If this passes, we have enough on the 7 as well. If we can get a self pick the sumo, that is. And that is second. I thank the player here on the left for feeding me the Tora and letting me get second. That's it for me for this Galaxy Guide series video. In the future episodes, I will be doing sushi, wontons, and kabe slightly more. But thank you for watching, and you can join my Discord or mail me for any suggestions. And if you haven't watched the daily video, you can check it out in my YouTube channel as well. And I will see you another time. Bye.